Welcome back to Camelot Hills. Today we're going to show you how to install a galvanized gate for your farm. In the past we've used a lot of different methods to do this. We've put in gates that were made out of wood and wire. We've had cyclone fence gates and all that kind of sort of thing. However, we found that these are a lot easier to use, and believe it or not, they're a lot easier to install. Basically, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need a drill, and for this particular gate you're going to need a 1/2 inch and a 5/8 inch drill bit. These little post bolts, they come with the gate, so you'll make sure that your drill bits match this. I'll show you why we need two different drill bits here in just a second. You'll also need yourself a pencil and a good size wrench or something to turn the bolts with as the bolts get tighter in the post. You'll also need your post. Basically, we're just using 4x4 treated posts, and we've already set them in the ground because you really need to set those the day before and let the concrete cure. That way it won't move when you put the gate on there. If you don't and you put the gate on there, the post will not stay plumb and it'll lean a little bit, therefore your gate won't be level and it'll drop down some. So we don't want to do that. So let's move on into how to install the gate. Well, the first thing you need to do when you get down and you want to start installing your gate is you want to take your pencil and mark where you want the holes for the bolts to go. So we're going to pull our gate over. We're going to hold it up to about the height that we want to hold it up to. You see we've got it along here. Basically, if you get you some help, you can have your help hold it here and swing it back and forth and make sure you're not hitting the ground, and you can it'll swing level like it should. So basically we're just going to mark right under here and right under here. Alright. Once we do that, our bolts, these in particular bolts, are 5/8 on the threads and a 1/2 inch on the actual inside of the bolt itself. So when this goes under there, you see the bolt is a little bit lower, about a 1/2 inch lower than the bottom of the bracket that sets on it. So what we're going to do is, our mark that we made was at the bottom of the bracket. So we're going to mark about a 1/2 inch below each mark that we made just a second ago. Now we just go in and we drill. You're going to want to center the hole between the edges. And drill it about halfway through. You don't want to go all the way. Switch to your smaller bit, in this case a 1/2 inch. Now you want to go all the way through. That's backwards. Sometimes drills do that. Now that you have your holes drilled, the purpose of drilling only about halfway through with the larger bit and then the rest of the way with the smaller bit is because when you put this in there, you want it, you can see it'll just go on in and you can tighten it up by hand. That gets you started. Now, once it starts getting tight, you're going to want to use your wrench and turn it all and take it all the way in. you want to make sure your threads on the post are at about the same place on the top and the bottom. That way it'll be level and it'll swing properly. Now comes the easiest part. Set it on there. Now we're mounted. So there's our gate. We've got a little bit more work to do because we've got to finish taking this fence that we put up temporarily and attach it to the post that's behind me so we can finish up the job. But in the meantime, why don't you go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Come find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Camelot Hills, and also you can visit us at CamelotHills.net for our webpage. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.